Yo, Pinky Pig. Guess what?
Hey,
I'm trying to get a special guest in the studio right now. And
special guest in the studio.
I'm gonna be all cryptic about it, but I'm fucking excited to see if it actually happens or not.
Yes, we're building up hype for something that might not happen.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right,
be on the edge of your seats.
We'll see. Shit, Josh, New Zealand Outsiders here. YouTube, baby. So yeah, get in the YouTube chat, man. I think that's where everyone needs to start like being now, is in the YouTube chat. Fuck this Mixler shit. Yeah, let's do a YouTube migration.
Radio, YouTube migration of 2019.
We're way late, but yeah. Welcome to
It's new to me.
Yo, it fucking literally, it trips me out to know that we have a listener in New Zealand, because when I go to the YouTube stats and shit like that, it shows like one region completely highlighted and it's all of New Zealand, and I'm like, yeah, baby, international!
That's actually really fucking cool.
Right?
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Like, the United States is not lit up, like it's all New Zealand. So,
it's all New Zealand.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so, James, thank you.
We have the New Zealand market cornered.
Right, mate?
What?
Right.
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 G'day, mate.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I didn't mean to offend at all. So yeah, we're gonna get started here in just a sec.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're waiting for the special guest to see if he shows up or not. So I'm giving him an allotted amount of time to be here,
Yes.
essentially, right?
Time to arise.
Arise, chicken.
Arise, chicken. Arise. But yeah, if he shows up and after that allotted time, we're just gonna let him hang out outside the door because.
No, he won't. I know. The door. It's too cold for that shit. You know what? I gotta. You know what? It's so cold here. I gotta adjust shit. I realize that I gotta adjust. I can't even speak properly. I gotta adjust things.
Adjust them.
And the only reason why is just because the YouTubes, it really fucking really boosts that sound, dude.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What, is someone tapping on your shoulder or something?
I don't know, man. I thought I heard tapping just now.
I thought I heard talking outside.
You know what the trippiest thing to me is that light bulb exploded.
All right, we'll talk about that later. We're definitely talking about this later. I mean,
that really
there
trips
was
me
too
out,
many fucking weird ass shit occurrences happening that we have to talk about what was happening in the studio, dude.
Yeah. And I really feel like that pest inspection that they're gonna do is actually a ghost inspection.
We'll talk about it. You know what, James?
Your commitment does not go unnoticed.
It definitely doesn't. And in all honesty, if I could have a Yo Bro Radio award show, I would name you Listener of the Year.
Yeah.
Without a fucking doubt.
Every week. Teaching us about New Zealand lore and all that.
Yeah, and then not only that, like every time I imagine him showing up in the chat, he does a haka right as he gets in.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I was like, I don't know. That's probably really racist.
That's racist.
Value is something you have to find for yourself. You have to find it, Shinji. I have no value without it.
My life is worthless without it.
Then what am I?
Look, you can't be Listener of the Year if you're part of the show.
Yeah. Pinky's part of the show.
Pinky's part of the show.
Yeah.
So that leaves you.
Yeah, or Strange. But Strange is...
Well, no, Strange is a listener.
Yes.
He loves what we do here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's a listener. Oh, shit, it's between James and Strange. Ooh, now that's a competition I'd like to see, dude.
Be a showdown.
You're not even an outsider anymore. You're just James from New Zealand.
Hey, I'm James from New Zealand, guys. I like it. That rolls off the tongue.
It does roll off the tongue. James from New Zealand.
The Outsider.
The Outsider. Too
I'm just,
sweet.
I'm just
That's,
pict-
that's
I, don't know,
too
I just
sweet.
pictured a movie poster with James where it says James from New Zealand, the Outsider, and it's you walking along those beautiful rolling hills of New Zealand,
dressed as Scott Hall, the Outsider.
Yes.
So he's wearing trunks with red blood, like
Blood
dripping.
red.
Yeah, well, like blood dripping
blood dripping down him.
down him.
Yes.
And it says Outsider on his butt. With a leather vest that has the same thing. It's basically the accent to his trunks, and it says Outsider.
But it's
no. It says Too Sweet.
The vest says James from New Zealand, and then the trunks he wears says Outsider across.
Fucking
across
love
the
it.
butt.
Listener of
What's
the
he saying
year,
about the
dude. You got
Bushwhackers?
legitimately, you got my vote.
Yes.
What is this? A world of nothing? A world with nobody in it?
This is the world of perfect freedom.
Freedom?
Perfect freedom. A world in which you have no restriction.
Is this really freedom?
Yes, this is what it is. However, this world has nothing in it.
Hey, James, did you know? I don't know. Did we ever, Zeus and I ever talk about this? But did you know that Zeus got his head licked by one of the bushwhackers when they came to our town, like fucking close to 30 years ago?
Facts.
Like Zeus
Facts.
fucking got his head licked by the
It
bushwhackers.
happened. Yeah.
And not only that, like he went back and tried to find the footage, and there is footage of it, but it's so grainy and shit like that. But I know it's him because he was on my dad's shoulders.
Yeah.
When he came back, and he's like, you know, Dad was like, yeah, he got to, one of the guys rubbed his head, you know, like, no, he got licked by the bushwhacker, bro.
That's awesome. That's legendary. What's the Outsider saying? Outsider.
The Outsider.
You would have loved that.
Yeah, no, as a kid, that was one of the best things in the world, without a doubt. You know
do you
what?
think?
I can't even imagine what it was like to be a Bushwhacker fan
Oh yeah, before WWE.
before WWE, yeah, or WWF when they
Yeah.
got there and shit like that. Without a doubt, that'd be amazing to be a fan like that of a wrestler.
Hardcore Bushwhacker fan.
To be a fan of a wrestler and knowing and loving that wrestler before they really hit it big,
Yeah,
you know.
that's.
But back in the
kind of
day,
commitment.
though, not like now, because now you can follow a wrestler from when they're
From,
just
like,
in the
conception,
local scene,
yeah.
when they're in a local scene, all the way up to NXT or the Performance Center.
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, that's crazy that you can do that nowadays, but it changes the entire game up.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Because like I mean that's the whole kayfabe argument comes into play. Kayfabe is dead, kind of shit,
Kayfabe.
because of internet.
But
shit,
is kayfabe dead though?
See, I don't know. I don't know if kayfabe would ever die because there's always like that's one of the things
I think
that drew
John Cena is a
Yeah.
full-on character, and what
full
you
on
see,
real life character.
a full-on real life
I believe
character,
it.
but in reality, he's not exactly the way you would picture.
No, if you met him like really legit one on one, you'd be an entirely different like personality
yeah,
than like you see
on
everywhere.
TV. Yeah,
Everywhere.
you would
Yeah.
think that a guy like John Cena would be like friends with everybody.
Right. Yeah, John Cena. But he seems like he'd be very reclusive in real life.
Right,
He'd want to be very private.
and
you
he
know?
is a very private
Yeah.
guy. Like he has a fucking mansion with like a million acres or something. Over exaggerating, but a million acres.
Right?
You know, he has his own pond and shit.
I want my own pond.
Right? That's fucking
I
awesome.
want pond money. Everyone's talking about like yacht money and fucking Lamborghini money. I want pond money.
Pond money, so you
My
can
own
just
pond.
have a pond.
So I just have a pond so I can feed ducks and fish.
Yeah, that
Fuck yeah, dude.
that's
I would
actually a really
I would
good
raise
idea.
fish in there just so I could fish them out.
That's actually a really good idea.
You know, you have like a few like some fucking what does blue always have? Fucking what can't I think of those words? But like yeah, salmon and trout in there and have some ducks and fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
That's the life, man. That's John Cena's living my dream. He's got a pond
and muscle cars.
and muscle cars.
God damn it, he is. All right, we're gonna get started here in just a sec. Yo, Josh, I know you're far away, but I just need you and everyone to know, everyone on YouTube and everyone on Mixler, that 6ix9ine is listening from prison right now. the special guest may be here. Hold on, guys. We'll be here, and just give us a minute. Special guest might be here. Hold on. Yes, there's a mystery guest, and I'll introduce him in just a few, so just relax. Chill out.
Hold on to your pigtails.
Yeah, water.
Well, we only serve paying customers, so you'll have to order more than water. If you're broke, go somewhere else.
50 dumplings. Is it a deal?
Huh?
You feed me, and I'll take care of those guys for you.
But,
Special delivery, consider this a victory speech. I'm a king and you geeks, start kissing the feet. Fake cats in the evening, catch a clip in your sleep. Stay rinse on your sheets and then I rinse and repeat. Triple heat over beats, so simple and sweet. Responding to drama with a fast, simple and cheap. The way I'm souping up track, guess I'm pimping the beat. The way my flow kick hits.
Oh my fucking word, yo.
Are you all ready for this?
Do you remember this song, Josh?
I do. You know, it takes me back to a simpler time.
A simpler? Yeah, it was a simpler time.
Simpler shows, simpler people.
Egos weren't fucking flourishing like crazy and shit like that. But yeah, man, simpler times. Simpler times.
You know what else it reminds me of? It's our mystery guest.
Oh, that's right. We have a mystery guest in the house, and if you can guess who this is, then you win Yo Bro Radio Listener of the Year. You gotta talking in the mic.
Who?
Wait, who?
Who?
No one's gonna know who is.
Talking about who you is.
No, I got it. Open up with a joke.
Joke?
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna. Josh, you need to scoot over here just a tad. Yeah, there you go.
So two Italian immigrant boys are sitting on a train, right? They're having a conversation, and the lady hears them. Doesn't really perk up until she hears one of them say, "So Emma come first, and then I come, and then Dueses come, and then I come, and then Dueses come again, and then I come, and then it beep me twice, and I come one last time." And she's just like, I can't believe you guys would say such things like this in public. Here in America, we don't talk about our sexual exploits on a public forum like this. That's disgusting. He goes, lady, just calm down. I'm just teaching my brother how to spell in Mississippi.
Ba-doom-tsh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is Heel Stew in the motherfucking house. Yay. Oh, yay. Oh, it's just Stew.
Just Stew.
Hey, well, let me give you a clap here.
Hey. I didn't cure anything.
You didn't cure anything? Is that the only reason you're supposed to get claps nowadays? Well, yes, Stu, we're happy to have you. We are very happy that you could make it this evening, despite battery difficulties, phone battery difficulties. Which
Yeah.
a plague all of us.
Stu forgot that chargers
Yes.
were a thing. That includes, you know what? I gotta fix
I
this.
didn't forget.
Well, maybe it's the positioning of the mic.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If I'm over here.
No,
No.
it's
What's
like
that?
you
What
guys.
about this?
You have your head has to be on his shoulders for it to work properly.
Yeah, we can
Like
we can
over
do
here?
this. Yeah.
Maybe?
Ooh, maybe if we move it over just a tad like that.
Just a touch.
Ooh, that
Coach.
that works. Now, okay, now
we
stick
go.
out tongues, and then touch them. That's how close they are.
I'm not
up,
tonguing
down,
you,
up,
Josh.
up.
That's how close they are.
You want tongue higher or lower?
All right. What the fuck, guys?
Fucking A, it's Friday night, y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean anything to like me, really. I mean,
Yo, Stu, when you hear that song, what goes through your head?
Song's dope.
What? Not this song. Here, this song.
the
When you hear-
swapping of the headphones.
Special delivery, consider this a victory speech. I'm a king and you geeks, start kissing the feet. Fake
I start thinking of the wrestling show that I once did with your brother.
That's it?
What was it? Heel Face podcast.
Yeah, and that's the only thing you think of, though?
Well, that-
Why did you choose this song?
I actually asked him if it was cool if we could use it. He actually gave us permission.
Oh, the dude, it's
Oh,
the artist himself?
Yeah, I
Oh,
hit
okay.
him up
Nice.
like right before Zeus and I actually started using it, and he actually gave me permission to use it.
That's awesome.
That's a fucking cool trivia fact that I did not know.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, as long as you give me credit at least on one of your episodes, I'm cool with it. I was like, I'll give you credit on the first episode.
Well, who is this so everyone knows?
It's NAK. He's actually an indie MC. He's actually pretty fucking good. He's got bars.
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 Bars. Yeah, good times.
Good times. And since then, wrestling, the landscape of wrestling has changed, Stuart.
That it has, for the most part.
Stuart, it has changed. Not for the most part. It's changing for the better.
Oh, you're not wrong. I just thought it was hilarious that on Raw a few weeks ago, you know, they're like, we're gonna have a huge shakeup, and here's the shakeup: the McMahons are now running the show, as if they fucking weren't. I was like,
Check, please.
okay,
Check, please. Yeah.
Pretty
That-
much.
That's exactly what happened. No.
Yeah.
So you think? Yeah. So you got. Okay. Where am I? I was listening to old shows that you and I have done,
yeah,
and I was fucking telling you to tell Vince McMahon to put a rocket up Mustafa Ali's ass
Ali's ass,
and
yeah.
shoot him to the moon.
Yeah.
Look what has
Yeah.
happened in the past 3 weeks.
Hamstradamus spoke.
You are really good at those predictions.
Mustafa Ali, dude. I seen him come out in his Mega Man outfit.
He's fucking great. That guy is great. That inverted 450.
he
is
does an
fucking dope.
inverted 450 where
The 054.
An inverter.
yeah. It's,
They call it an
oh,
054?
yeah, it's a 450. Yeah,
A 450
that's-
splash, right?
Yeah, but
But instead of jumping forward,
yeah.
he
jumps back.
jumps backwards but does a front.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's
So
amazing.
I think I know what may work for this. If I cut some of this down over here,
What do
Nah.
you? What,
Like-
so we can get more
so the mic just is
picks up better.
Yeah.
A
So
little
what?
bit.
So whenever you
Just a
guys
touch?
talk, yeah. So whenever either
Yeah.
one of you talk, it just goes off,
For sure.
as opposed to
You got to be like
really close to the
deep
mic.
throating the mic to make a sound.
Hey James, are you out there? James,
Too close to the mic, Cam.
James, look, James is there. James, I know you're there, James.
James, are you listening? They were talking about wrestling.
No, he fell
Yeah.
asleep because he's in the future, bro.
He's in the future. All right. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get started here in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna get started in just a few. So 1 second. No, we're talking about this right now. What the fuck?
We're talking about it right now.
Yeah. What the fuck?
We got to.
I actually watched it.
What'd you think?
Really? You saw Aquaman?
I saw Aquaman.
When did you see Aquaman? Was it on the Juflix?
No, I was hanging out
Oh, okay.
with the chick last night, and we happened to watch Aquaman.
You just happened. Well, you accidentally watched Aquaman.
Happened.
Okay. What did you think?
Wasn't so much watching Aquaman, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, so you were watching Aqua.
No, that didn't happen.
No.
But
okay.
yeah, no, Aquaman.
You mean Seaman?
Cam is unimpressed.
Aquaman. Legitimately, I feel like anyone who is put into the position of creating a DC movie knows that DC Comics is going to I believe it's DC Comics now. They have
DC
the final
Comics.
say of what's going to happen in the movie, and they completely ruin what
they fuck up
the
their own
visionary
shit.
exactly the
Like,
visionary
yeah.
had. Look at all the movies. They're edited so weird.
No, that's what I like. Even that's what I was saying. Like the last time I talked about it when I seen it was like the fight scenes in the movie. I'm like, this is cool looking, but I have no clue what the fuck's going on because there were so many jump cuts and edits in the fight that I'm like, I don't know who just punched who or where they're flying out. Like, what just happened? Oh, now he's outside of he punched him through a wall, so now they're fighting outside, like type shit like that. You know,
and that's exactly what happens with DC movies. But
Yeah.
again, I like DC.
I'll agree with you. And I've actually made this argument to a few friends of mine. I said, Marvel has the better movies, DC has the better comics. And I'll argue that all fucking day.
Yes.
DC has
Yes.
the better comic books at the end of the day.
DC are fun comic books, but that's the thing though, is that it doesn't translate well without like the creative control.
I will say this, though. There are exceptions to the rule. Like, I enjoyed Wonder Woman. I thought that was probably the best DC movie they've put out since probably Dark Knight.
I liked Aquaman better than Wonder Woman. I don't know. Maybe it's Jason Momoa's pecs, but
It's definitely the Jason Momoa thing,
It's the Jason Momoa factor.
Gal Gadot, Gal
that is
Gadot
that's
as
yeah.
fucking as Wonder Woman is a perfect fit.
She is a perfect.
It's a
fit.
perfect
absolutely
fit,
perfect fit.
right?
as
I'm not
Wonder
going to take
Woman.
away anything from that, but the universe that Marvel has created is basically WWE, and everything else is trying to be that.
Well, yes, like what I feel like Marvel did, like from the beginning, starting with Iron Man, they had the entire like 20 movie series like planned out basically. Like maybe not like every single detail, but they had like the basic shell for it. And then once DC realized, yeah, they had like bullet points. You're like, all right, we do this one, and then Ant-Man, and then the next Avengers, whatever. But and then once DC realized that, they planned out this whole thing from the beginning, like they tried to like copy that, but it was too late for them. They'd already kind of like sunk themselves in a hole, and they've been trying to play catch up to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But see, the problem with them trying to play catch up though is they rushed way too much shit. Like, Batman vs Superman should not have had a fight with Doomsday.
That movie should have been like at the end. That should have like ended. That should have ended like their series, their 10-year series of movies. That should have been the ending.
Well, they could, if they were going to add the fight of Doomsday, you could have made a trilogy just of Superman movies out of that.
Well,
it's pissing me off that nobody has made a decent fucking Superman movie in years, and it pisses me off.
Are you saying that the what is it?
Man of Steel?
Well, or no, not Man of Steel, but you're saying the fucking. What the fuck is dude's name now? He's paralyzed in a wheelchair because he was riding a horse.
He's dead.
Christopher Reeves?
Yeah. Are you saying those movies were good?
Superman 2 is the greatest Superman movie ever written. Let's argue.
Ever written?
Ever written, performed, all that shit. Superman 2, the storytelling of that one. Okay, you add today's effects into that movie?
Today's effects, maybe.
Maybe.
But the movie itself sucked.
The movie itself sucked. You watch your whore mouth, Ham.
Dude, think about it. It was too ambitious for the time. It's like Freaked.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. The storytelling, though, of how you write a proper Superman, it's really not hard, but I swear to God, all these directors act like it is the hardest shit for them to do. It's really not.
Well, that's the thing, though, is our world has changed from the time that Superman was a good guy.
Right, but you can still write, like, you know what bothers me? Why haven't they made an Injustice film? Superman losing his shit? That would be great.
It would be an amazing series of films that would happen. That would be crossover. It'd be like, everybody in DC fighting Superman, and then they join up at the end to fight, Superman, and then Superman and Batman end up having to fight fucking Doomsday, and Superman dies. Yeah, Superman dies as a hero because he was a villain all these years.
Yeah, but like for them, in order for DC to do it right, like they would need to have good Superman movies to begin with, where like they build up like he is the hero. He is America's hero. He's like our hero, and then
as opposed to Captain Property Damage.
Captain Property Damage.
Who? Superman? Yeah. He has the best insurance policy ever.
It's cool. I'll cover that building that I threw somebody through.
Dude, if you're an alien and you fuck shit up, like, are you held accountable? Like they know they can't put you in prison. If they try to kill you, you can destroy the world. Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, that is kind of the question too. Like from like a regular person's perspective of like this guy is so powerful, he's protecting us. But what if he does snap one day? We got to have like a suicide squad just in case.
all you would need to do is create kryptonite bullets.
Didn't they do a whole storyline in like the animated comics of like Batman, Doom?
And the only did they?
Yeah. Where it's like Batman had this list of like how to neutralize the entire Justice League.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying kryptonite bullets, and you give I can't think of I can't think of Superman's anything right now, but his aunt who fucking
I know
his mom, his fake mom who raised him.
Mama Kent.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Martha Kent. Yes, you give her the secret bullet, and she goes to hug Superman and puts him in the
boom,
the lower lobe right in the back as she hugs him. Boom. Superman's dead.
Yeah.
Keep him dead though.
No. So what happens is technology. Again, Superman has not like gotten with the times. Like it's futuristic, but it's like sci-fi futuristic. It's not
retro
like
futuristic.
Yes, it's retro futuristic. 100%. Right. Superman is retro futuristic.
I love that aesthetic, but it like not everybody does. It's really hard to find people that like find that appealing. So yeah, you're right. Like it does need to be brought more modern.
But they tried to do that with Suicide Squad, and look how well that went off.
Well, the problem is they wrote the characters like total shit in Suicide Squad, and the movie was just
It was
bad.
edited horribly. The movie before, like, you can see what they were trying to do, but the movie was edited so fucking horribly that it made everything look like shit. Right? And then they cast Jared Leto as the fucking
hipster Joker.
as SoundCloud Joker, you know.
SoundCloud rapper Joker.
Yeah.
Like he's about to drop
But
a
then
fucking
again,
subpart
that's not for us. That's for the kids that are 18 years old that are
Right.
fucking SoundCloud
Well,
rappers.
You know what I kind
They're
of got
sound
like,
clown rappers.
Sound clown. Oh my god. You know what I got? Like the vibe that I got from like I still haven't seen Suicide Squad, and I feel like I'm not
Taste
missing
it.
much.
Smell it. Here.
But the in terms of like when I see like the trailers and shit about Suicide Squad, the vibe that I get from it is
Stuart's trying to hit your mod. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh damn, I'm sorry. But
you have your shit probably set way higher than he does, huh?
Oh, maybe.
Or Stu, do you vape anymore? You don't even have a vape.
A drop.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you go down to?
He's charging it.
Did you go down to no nicotine?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. So you got no
Yeah.
nick now?
Mm-hmm.
This dude, check that out.
Yeah, dude. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
Progress.
You sound like a SoundCloud rapper now. Hitting my vape with no nicotine.
All right, we'll be right back. We'll get started here soon.
Hey, don't! Stop it! Stop it!
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get started on the show right now. Just give us a sec.
Yeah.
We're reliving memories over here. So yeah, over here.
Over here, Stu. Over there is not where the mic is.
Sorry, I was trying to get my little cup of coffee.
You're not even talking in the mic. You're looking at the screen for some reason.
Sorry. I was just trying to get my coffee. I was just,
It's just, why are you being so Michigan?
God. Oh God.
Michigan,
Oh
Stu.
God. Let's have a
Just-
3 Jew show.
We should have the 3 Jews.
The 3 Jews, and
Do they
it's all
recycle
of
the
us,
air
and
in here?
We'll sit here and we'll talk about bagels, and we'll
I'm
talk
so
about
cold.
how much.
Can you get me my scarf?
Oh my God. When was the last time you guys went to Costco?
Oh my God, I was at Costco the other day and I saw this amazing man. He would be so perfect for your Julia. He was handing out pigs in a blanket.
Harold, we don't need any more of this. I
Right,
really
okay. I know she's made her decision, but if she wants to,
I know
he's
this
there.
is usually
I
your
got his
wife's
number.
job, but I can't really.
He's very
handle this.
available.
I understand, like your wife was always trying to find dates for everybody else, but I can't handle it
But
anymore.
if
Like,
he's a good boy, all right. You know.
I'm sure he's a good boy. All us Jew boy, all of our Jewish children are good boys. Yes,
all
God.
good
All right,
Jewish
okay,
boys.
okay. Oh God! Oh no! Oh no!
what's
God.
wrong now? What's
God.
wrong?
Did you see? I went to Costco for lunch.
Yes, the Polish sausage. I know.
Oh, it's only $1.50.
It's only $1.50. It comes with a drink. The greatest deal. It's worth the $36
I went to Costco
and 73
for
cents
lunch,
a month.
and I
pay.
came out spending $100.
That's how. You know, Deborah. Every time you go there, you're gonna spend $100 at least. At
God.
least.
I just want $1.50 sausage.
That's who doesn't? You can't turn it down. It's too good of an offer.
I miss Fernando.
What was that movie where he said it's an offer you can't refuse? That's what the Polish sausage is at the Costco's.
Oh God. we're gonna get started here. I'm just sitting here and I'm talking to Josh and I'm talking to Stuart, and these guys, they really want to defend Superman, and I think Superman is a lame comic book character.
You was so
Like, I believe he's a lame comic book character.
You were so terrible. Ham.
Oh
Say
God.
that about Superman.
Why would you call me Ham? My name is Hamil.
Sorry.
Oh
Hamil.
God. I'm Hamil and I love fish tanks. Oh God.
Sorry, Hamil.
All right, Stuart, it's time to put you in the hot seat. Josh, move out the way.
Oh, Stuart, hot seat.
Aye. There's only one headset or one thing on that because these headphones, although they look pretty cool, they fucking blow chunks.
Total chunks.
They sound awesome until like you tilt your head and sneeze wrong, and then it fucking decides that it's not going to work anymore. No, it's
Just a loose wire.
It's all down here. It's always down here. I've owned 3 pairs of those, and they've all done the exact same thing.
It's all just that connection.
It's that connection. It's the shittiest connection in the world.
Dude, you gotta upgrade your headphones, bro.
Well, I have bought those. I bought those a couple times just because they're.
I mean, they sound like this one sounds great.
When they're working, those headphones sound amazing. The quality that you get through it sounds.
I've been lately like getting into not the on-ear headphones, but the over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah.
Fucking comfortable.
Oh, here.
Unbelievable.
Use this.
Ham, tell him about your headphone beanies.
Yeah, I got a headphone beanie.
Headphone beanie.
I've seen those.
And
Pretty dope.
the headphone beanie, actually, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can really say that I dislike about it is it makes me look like a hipster.
How are the highs and lows on it? Like,
Amazing.
yeah.
Dude, I ride loud machinery.
Yeah.
Right? And this shit cuts through all
Your
of
mom rides loud machinery.
that.
Uncalled for.
This thing, those headphones cut through that, and you can hear every single syllable that is said. You can hear every single beat, bass wise, and high wise, like hi hat, like without it being distorted or anything. These are high quality. Them surprisingly, it's.
Where'd you get them?
From a white elephant.
Oh, that guy who from that place who knew that guy.
No, it was a white elephant. Like apparently they got them from Amazon. You can just go to Amazon and find beanie headphones or something.
That's pretty cool. I actually saw some crazy shit the other day. It was sunglasses that apparently have Bluetooth headphones on them.
Oakley's. I've had this conversation with Zeus. Oakley's had that in the early 2000s.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
Oakley's had or you can even see, not even early 2000s, in the mid 2000s, Dog the Bounty Hunter used to wear them.
Oh, yeah. It was like those old school, I call them the dad sunglasses. You see a lot of baseball players wear them.
Yeah.
Where they got like the rainbow lenses.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And then, but these ones had headphones, Bluetooth headphones that were worked in. Dude, they were like $400 or $500 like sunglasses back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Oakley's were expensive sunglasses.
Yeah. You can buy a pair of Lokes and they fucking fit just like Oakley's.
You can buy like Bluetooth headsets to fucking attach to sunglasses or whatever and just fucking attach them in, dude.
Just like fucking tape
just a
them
little
on.
fucking little rubber thing. You just put them in there, bam,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna lose them.
I don't know, man. For me, like if I'm getting a Bluetooth headset, I got to get something that actually like sounds good.
Right.
But I don't trust like the earbuds. Cause I saw some guy at work. He had like it's just a bud. And I was like,
oh, the earbuds?
Yeah.
No, I'd lose the shit out of
so
those.
fucking fast. Those barely would stand me. One would fall out and I'd lose it forever. I'm like, what the fuck? So anywho.
Ooh, the music stopped.
What the?
It really ended. The music just ended that way.
What?
That is shitty. Hold on, I'll put on other music.
Oh.
That was random.
That was random.
You know what else is random?
Your mom.
No, all the shit that's been going on in our apartment lately, man.
Dude, you're absolutely right.
Like, seriously.
Hold on, let me
like
unmute
when
this.
Okay,
Stu, I have to tell you what the fuck has been going on around here lately. I mean, we can open up with, fuck, man. Shit just moving around in the kitchen on its own.
Just for no reason?
Yeah, Josh and I will be chilling, watching some YouTube or fucking, I don't know, playing video games or whatever, and you just hear shit moving.
Just
you
like
really
something
can't.
falls.
No. It's like
shit like moving around in the sink. Like if we had like a dirty dish or
but it's like they grab the bottom one and then move it all the way up to the top.
Yeah, and like you hear like significant movement.
And it's not like just a ching. Like it's fucking like fucking someone
you
lifting
can hear
that
the plate sliding across the sink. It's
right. No, okay. And then another one is Josh before he's going to bed. He fucking.
Yeah, I fucking one night, and this was one of the first things that happened. Was like I was going to bed. I went and I turned over on my right side, and I literally felt someone like tap on my neck, like it felt like someone like tap their finger on my neck like a couple times, and it freaked me out. And
then I get woken up not consistently anymore because I have the TV in my room and I've been falling asleep with the TV on, but I was getting woken up consistently by just an argument happening, and I'm trying to figure out where this argument's happening. It sounds like it's outside, but it also sounds like it's like all I can describe it is in the walls.
Oh shit. I'd be out of here. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, but
I'd be out of here just because the black guy dies in the movies all the time first.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I can't say that it's not any one of our many neighbors.
Okay, so it's literally just you guys are chilling here, and then all of a sudden shit just randomly happens, or what?
But the arguments. I'm saying the arguments and shit that I'm hearing, at 3 o'clock in the morning all the time.
Oh,
and then.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck that, dude.
Like that happens, and
not about that life.
And just the other day, yesterday, I was in the shower and I'm fucking letting water, just got in, I closed the curtain, and I'm standing there and I fucking put my hands on my head and I fucking put them, as I'm bringing them down, like across my face, I feel right on my shoulder.
That. Fuck that.
Right? And my shower faces west, so the shoulder that was tapped was on my left side, and my curtain is on my right side. So I thought, like, I looked back because I thought someone was in the fucking shower. Like, I don't know. Like, I knew no one was in there, but I still looked back. Like, if someone was in my fucking shower, then I looked over to my right, and then, you know, like, I'm like, that, okay, I'm just taking a shower. And then, right? And then today, just today, I was sitting here, you know, Josh was at work and shit, and I'm sitting here, and I'm watching YouTube, and I hear Lilu's collar being moved. Lilu's collar usually sits on a plastic, like it was sitting on a plastic bag. I hear Lilu's collar, the metal ting, and then I look over. When I hear the ting, I look over and it's hanging down, and it's like just swaying down. Like it was just it.
How long has
like,
this shit been going on?
Since we moved in.
Yeah, pretty much since we moved in, and like it was kind of funny, like from
and then not only that,
Yeah.
we found out that
So like, I mean, for those of you listening, for example, James from New Zealand, the outsider, you may recall that we spoke about a day where every light in the kitchen burned out, one after the other, just like within a couple hours. Like seriously, all three lights just burned out right then and there, and they're all different wattages, different bulbs, different shapes, and we finally got around to like removing the plastic ball around one
it's
of
a
the.
bitch. I
it's
just
a pain
don't
in the
want.
ass.
I don't want to ever get up there or whatever.
Yeah, because you know it's just dangling out. Anyway, so like Ham earlier today takes it off of there, and the bulb.
The bulb was like that, and there was
bulb,
a bunch of glass inside of the ball itself.
Yeah, the bulb had exploded, like straight up exploded. It didn't just burn out. That bulb exploded.
So too much like energy went right through that and fucking
just boom. And then the other day the painting fell off the wall.
Oh yeah, we had Link. We
Yeah.
had Link on the wall right here above the TV, right?
Yeah.
And I was at work. Josh,
I was sleeping, and I heard it fall down. I didn't know that's what it was. It sounded like you had one of your daughters over, and she was playing with the cabinet door like she usually does, and it just sounded like she just like slammed the cabinet door. And I just was like, oh, you know, Ham's got his daughters over, and I just rolled over and went back to sleep. And then I woke up, and when I came out, I saw the painting was on the floor by the door. Which the painting, it like basically, so that means like the painting fell down.
it's in the middle of the wall, and
Yeah.
the wall itself is fucking. Well, you see the distance.
Yeah.
So like it was here and ended up there.
It ended up over there by the door.
On the other
yeah.
side of the TV stand, yeah. And so it like nothing was broken. The painting is fine. The like the cords, the TV is fine. Everything's fine. It was just really weird. I was like, oh, that's what that sound was. And then, you know, yeah, the other, like, a couple weeks ago, a painting in my room fell off.
Oh yeah, that's right. A painting in his room fell off as well.
The tack I used to hold it broke randomly,
Like
but
snapped.
yeah,
It just snapped.
clean snap, yeah. And
Dude,
I
I'm
don't know
telling you,
when it
there's some
snapped either.
weird, something weird.
that night the AC came on at 50 degrees.
Yeah, it just kicked on. It was already getting cold or whatever, and we were like, maybe it was scheduled that way, and it's just or whatever. But we've come to the conclusion that it was none of that.
At that point, I would start putting cameras up in this place.
I don't think anything's moving around while we're gone or anything like that.
It's just
I mean,
while you
every
guys are
now
here.
and then, like when that light's off in the hallway and Josh and I are broadcasting, because he's usually sitting where you are, and I look at him just like this, and I feel like there's just something,
something right here.
Well, in the dark hallway, it feels like it's darker than the dark hallway, but in the periph of my vision, you know. And I look over there, and it's just like it's the normal dark hallway. But in the periph, it just feels like it's way darker on the lower half. Sometimes it gets a little higher, as high as where the AC unit is. But it's really fucking, it's unsettling when we're broadcasting.
That's some creepy shit. I'm not about that life.
Dude,
I know
what
what
can we
you're-
say when
I know.
you fucking sign an agreement?
I know.
It's still a good place. I don't feel threatened by
I don't feel
anything.
threatened.
I mean,
It's just
weird.
it's weird. It's weird when you're
goosebump-inducing
experiencing
shit.
it. It's weird. I did get
Like,
freaked out
well, yeah,
today by the
that's what
caller.
I was gonna say.
I did get freaked out by the caller.
You texted me. Ham texted me today. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Lilu's collar just moved and it's dangling down. And I'm like, what do you mean Lilu's collar moved?
Dude,
and you're like,
look, I'm
it
getting chills just thinking about it
Yeah.
right now. But that shit freaked me
I
the
was like-
fuck out.
And I'm thinking like, I try to explain this shit away all the time. You know, like I'm like, we just put
But the only
new
reason why is
the new
because it feels
speakers
like
in.
things are getting more intense. If it's starting to actually move shit,
Well, it's been moving shit.
but like that in front of us, as opposed to away where it's, dude, that freaks me out. Like I was right there and I seen it dangling, man. Like and not only that, to not hear the plastic bag ruffle, but only hear metal ting and then see this thing flying down. I knew how it was positioned because I had already taken her out.
That's some creepy shit, Ham. That's super fucking creepy.
Dude, it creeped. Oh, I'm so like. And then I have to go to bed tonight. That's the creepy part.
I gotta sleep. God damn it.
You know, I don't know. Maybe it's me or something because like
You
fucking-
said you heard me ask you something
Yeah.
last night when I wasn't even home.
Well, I heard. Well, what it sounded like it sounded like a muffled voice. Like it sounded like it was your. I assumed it was your
but
voice.
you were in your room playing guitar.
And like as I was playing, like I could have sworn I heard like you say something, and I assumed you had come home and you said like, oh hey, you're playing guitar. Like it's just like I heard just like like you do, and I just assumed it was like you or something. I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of jamming. What? Like, and I looked around and I was like, wait, Lilu's not moving. Like, she's not like, reacting to like if you were there.
There are times where Lilu does react to stuff, and you're like, good girl, but what are
Yeah.
you freaking out about?
Dude, you know my girl's cat, like I've told you about Puma, right?
Yeah.
So there are days when I'm just chilling in the room, I'll be playing video games or just like watching a movie or something, and she stands in the middle of the floor and she looks just, it's not always in the same spot. It's always in different corners, but she just stands there and like, she does this thing that like, if you're ever over at the house, I'll show you. Like whenever there's a toy that she has that when she goes into attack mode, she'll stop and stare at something, and then she kind of insets herself and goes to attack it, right?
Right.
I'll see her doing that at nothing.
Okay.
So I'm like, what the fuck
But
are
see,
you
that's
seeing?
the thing too, is cats have a completely spectral vision than we could ever imagine.
Yeah. Well,
Like
I just don't trust cats
Just the
in
way
general,
cats'
though.
eyes work, dude. We could never imagine in our own eyes how cats really work.
Cats are shapeshifters.
You think so?
Well, really old cats are shapeshifters. Yeah.
Explain. How would you deduce
No,
that?
it's just in my experience, really old cats like can become specifically feral
when
ones.
you say shapeshifter, what do you mean by shapeshifter?
What I mean is like I've seen like out the corner of my eye like that's a fucking wolf. Like that's indistinguishable. Like it's a wolf, and then I get closer and it's a fucking cat. And
Who's to say the wolf isn't the shapeshifter?
Maybe that, but I've
And
seen
all
I've
cats
seen-
are actually wolves.
I've seen an owl turn into a cat in the same way.
How instant?
Like pretty much like I heard an owl. I saw the owl, and then like rustling in the bush, and out comes the cat.
Do you think they were fighting?
No, like it was not.
Like
it
an
wasn't
actual
like,
cat, like a
an
house
actual
cat.
like a bigger house cat, like not like
Was it the same size as the owl?
Like no, but it was like furrier than like a
Alright.
normal cat.
Okay.
But I've like,
furrier than Garfield status when he gets brushed.
yeah, well no, like like the bushy furrier cats.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's so fucking weird. I don't know.
I just don't trust cats.
Cats are definitely from a. Do you know that if you are in contact with cat shit and piss consistently, you get a brain parasite that makes you want to have more cats? I'm not kidding you.
Fucking crazy.
No,
yeah.
that is a fact. I know. Yeah, that's
That
right.
is an actual thing, dude.
I would not be anywhere near that.
And then when these old women become cat ladies is because they have this cat and they're caring for it and they get this specific what is it called? Enzyme. It's an enzyme that the cats
So it's
produce.
just like just being around it, touching it, smelling it, and all that shit kind of gives them this like need to get more cats. That's
It's fucking
creepy.
nuts, dude.
That's crazy.
Like you ever walk into a cat person's house, right? You smell
smell
the,
cat,
You smell the
yeah.
cat immediately. Like they're used to it over time. Like so, like if you smell it up over time, like that's when you become like that crazy cat person, and then you're just like must buy more cats, and it's insane, man. Yeah.
You know what though? That's not true because I had 2 cats and my cats, like my house smelled like cat.
Right,
But
well-
I wasn't like
well, you
out
kept-
there to go get more cats or
Well,
anything.
you kept your shit more clean than like some of these other people that do.
Not to mention, you also had 2 dogs.
Yeah,
True.
I guess
true,
you're
that
right.
balances it out too.
I guess you're right. But see, with a cat would be the first. Like, if you were to die and you had cats are eating your body. Like,
For sure,
instantly.
For sure. Cats will
Like, the
cats
first-
will eat your body. Dogs will defend your body.
The first chance that they start really going hungry, they're eating your body. Dogs will sit there until they starve evenly.
Right. Well, this is an argument I had with my girl about this. I was like, dogs are more loyal and better pets than cats are. She goes, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, if we had a puppy, and that puppy became the size of a puma or of a lion or some shit, that dog will
A German Shepherd.
or German Shepherd, or like a fucking Mastiff or some shit. They will still treat you like a regular dog. Like they will jump in your lap. They will lick you, and they will
They're
love on you.
babies.
They're
They're
babies,
babies,
basically.
yeah.
I was like, if your cat was the size of my pit bull, that fucker would murder us in our sleep,
Without a doubt.
without a doubt.
And think of it if you were to have a bobcat as a pet.
Fuck that. Like, don't get me wrong, it'd be dope. It'd be like, you'd be scaring the neighborhood.
You
Like,
know,
what would
and
be?
that's a Yorkie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That'd be hilarious though. Someone's walking by your house and they just hear the.
Or
And you're
even
like, what the
a
fuck
German
was that?
Shepherd, a German Shepherd the size, or a mountain lion. Think of a mountain lion as a house cat.
Yeah. No, like one of that size is a
Yeah.
house cat. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's just. Yeah.
Your fucking ass is gonna get eaten the first time you forget to feed it.
Think about this. Like it reminds me of I think it's like Paul F. Tompkins who says this in a stand-up where he's like, like when people sometimes say like if cats were the size of dogs that would be pretty cool, and he's like well think about this, like when you're petting a cat and it's just real cool and sitting there purring and you reach that one spot and the cat just whips around to just nip at you, right, with their jaws fully open. Imagine one the size of a German Shepherd. You're petting it, just loving on it, and it's loving it, and you cross that one line, and it whips around to just nip at you. Fuck that. Fuck that.
But even still, at that
You're
point,
right, fuck that.
they would be more aggressive too, and they're like,
Yeah.
a dog would like moan or like do its dog thing, like it's just happy that you're fucking touching the dog.
Right,
you know?
right. Like it doesn't care where you're touching, unless
Yeah.
it had like a scar or a wound or something. Like most of the time when you're rubbing a
Even
dog, it's just like,
Even still, I've had my dog Daisy for, I don't know how old she is now. She's almost 10 years old.
Yeah.
But she's had surgery after surgery after. Dude, I've spent so much money on that dog to keep her alive. She's 1 in a billion. Not, like you save a dog and a dog is 1 in a million if it's saved, right? And she's like 1 in a billion, to where we spent so much money that I'm like, the amount of money that I spent on her, I could have been saving for my daughter's college education.
and you spent it on that dog because you love that dog.
But I do love that dog, and she's still there, and she smells like death every time she tries to lick you. But she's a great dog. She's very loyal. She sits there and
She's a Frankenweenie.
she is a
She's
Frankenweenie, without a
beautiful
doubt. She
little
has scars
Frankenweenie.
all over. She has a dead eye, and
She's
a broken tail.
white with black spots, man. She's beautiful, dude. Like honestly, like I love your dogs.
and she is. I trust her with my children more than I do my other dogs.
The one dogs, like the one breed of dogs that I absolutely cannot fucking stand, and it's specifically because my dad has 2 of them and they're both fucking annoying.
I'm sorry. Actually, I can't say that because Graham is a very, very, very loyal dog, and he would protect my girls without a fucking doubt.
You're right.
Layla would eat fucking people to protect your daughter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dogs are loyal as
Yeah,
fuck,
they
dude.
would eat the fuck out of people for them. Yeah.
I feel like Chihuahuas just need to be extinct. Fuck those dogs.
Hey man, to a degree. I will say because I had a Chug, you know?
Yeah.
And a Chug would not exist without Chihuahuas.
Yeah, and
And
Chugs are fucking
it's like,
dude. A Chihuahua
wish-
with a pug, like, ugh.
I miss
I've
that.
never seen one.
I deleted all the photos.
Dude, a pug?
A Chug, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll pull up my old dog.
He with his sometimes his tongue hanging out. He was a cool dog. But he was a Chihuahua. But Chihuahuas actually would be fucking awesome as sentries. Basically, they're the dogs that would alert you in a pack. They know when something's moving, and they'll be loud about it. And then you alert the fucking German Shepherds that go over there and eat the Chihuahuas and anything else that's there. Or pit bulls, or
I fucking miss my pit bull.
I love pit bulls, man.
I miss my pit bull.
Daisy's half mix. I mean, she's half pit.
My Deuce got shot last year.
What?
Yeah, some guy fucking murdered my dog.
No shit.
Swear to God.
Where?
Broke my fucking heart. Out at my mom's house. She lives out in like 3 Points now.
Really?
Yeah, apparently my dog was out with the other dog, fucking Lola.
Right.
I don't know if I ever told you about my 2 pit bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you've told me about Lola for sure.
Yeah. Deuce was the most loving fucking dog you would ever see in your life. When I got him, he was 3 days from being put down, and he knew it too. Like when you're walking him out, like when we were walking him out of the fucking where we got him, and all these dogs are barking at him and shit, and he's not even moving a muscle. Like he was basically like a dude getting out of prison after about 30 years, and he's just like, I served my nickel. You come and fucking suck this. Like he was a chill fucking dog. And
so what happened? I mean, he got out?
Apparently, like I got the message from my mom, and apparently he had gotten out from I don't know, apparently got out of their yard. And they were off in this dude's yard, and they were just sniffing everything. And apparently he came out and shot the dog, saying they were attacking his kids. And I was like, Deuce and Lola, the 2 most loving fucking dogs. Like, someone could have broken into the house and they wouldn't have attacked him. Like, that's how loving those dogs are. Like, they will fucking
this
love
dude
on
just
you.
had an excuse to shoot
yeah.
someone's dogs that were on his property.
Yeah, that's exactly
his kids
what it was.
probably weren't even home.
Yeah. I wasn't even there. Like, I got the message and it just broke my fucking heart.
That
dude.
is garbage, dude. I'm sorry that happened.
It's all good.
Sorry that happened.
Great fucking dog, though. Best dog I've ever had in my life. And anybody who says, like, oh, pit bulls are violent. No, if you raise them violent, that's any fucking dog. But those dogs are loving.
Yeah, no,
They're fucking great.
They're guard dogs. They're if you bring them in your home and you treat them as you do your family,
right?
They will.
Fucking Chug.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
He is a cool ass dog. He used to do fucking laps.
Yeah, half Chihuahua, half Pug. He's a Chug. He was fucking perfect, like Chihuahua size, but he had like he had an underbite and one floppy ear.
Yeah, one floppy ear,
and he just like this one ear just never pointed up, and he just had that fucking little underbite, and only one canine,
That's right,
stuck out from under his lip,
and his tongue would hang out. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. He was a good dog. Hey, he's smiling.
Yeah, no, you can tell that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his face. Little asshole. He's still a little asshole though. He was a fun little dog. He's still a little asshole though. Little jerk. A little jerk. Yeah. A little jerk.
That smug look like he's just,
That's
What are you
his
pissed
Chihuahua
about?
side. That's his Chihuahua side for sure.
Dude, my dad's got this Chihuahua that is literally the most fucking annoying dog you will ever hear. I'll be on the phone with him, right? Miles away, and I can still hear this dog. Just like anybody walks by the house, it loses its shit. Like, I equivalent this dog to like an old racist lady in the South that just happens to live in a black neighborhood. That's that fucking dog, dude. She just, everybody who walks by just is she's offended by their presence.
That shows you how much of an asshole this dog is.
Yeah. We had a tiny dog bed and a big dog bed, and he took the big dog bed, of course.
What a dick.
And then of course my big dog, being the sweet old girl she is, took the small bed.
All right, Stuart, I'm putting you in the hot seat for a reason.
Let's talk.
We gonna do a show weekly?
What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling.
All the wrestling?
All the wrestling.
All of it?
Everything.
I'm down.
Everything that is happening in wrestling, because wrestling is gonna have it's gonna have a resurgence of.
I'm so fucking excited.
And everything that is happening right now, everything that has led up to this moment.
I'm so fucking excited, Ham.
This next year for professional wrestling could either make or break professional wrestling in general. Think about this.
And I am starting my year off right with wrestling. First of all, Wrestle Kingdom was beautiful. Secondly, Rumble weekend. I'm experiencing that shit live. I'm excited. And my seats got upgraded.
Really?
Yeah. My takeover seats got upgraded.
Really?
Yeah, I had bought some nosebleed seats.
Pictures.
And they fucking...
Lots of pictures.
Yeah.
Lots of pictures.
All of them.
Clear your memory cards right now.
So fucking excited.
Clear all your memory cards. Don't forget to charge your shit.
My God. He's never gonna stop with this shit, dude. Dude, I told my girl, I was like, I can't fucking... I'm losing my shit, dude. I'm fucking busting my NXT cherry with a takeover. That's dope.
That's actually going to be cool.
That's
like,
fucking
I don't even
dope.
know what is the card for NXT Takeover right now.
I think right now the NXT title is going to be Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black.
Right, that's actually pretty cool.
Yo,
they built Tommaso as a perfect fucking heel.
He's so good. I just want to boo his ass. Like, he's such a dick.
He's good, dude.
He's such a dick, dude.
He looks like a heel because he's not a pretty boy or anything like that.
Like, he's bald headed. He's got a giant fucking beard. He just like he had a shirt made that said Blackheart. It was literally just like a skeleton skull with a beard, and it was dope. Like, when this dude turned heel on his tag partner, they did it so beautifully. I was actually just
perfectly, dude.
I was just talking with my girl about this last night. I was like,
they were a tag team called, what was it, DIY?
Yeah, DIY.
And they were really, really like coming up. And
so the story of these two is basically like they were two air quote indie darlings that had come into NXT. Bunch of people were giving them shit as solos. They ended up teaming up together, became like their whole thing was, you know, if you want to get something done right, do it yourself. So they were DIY. So they built and built and built. They won the tag titles. They had this great fucking rivalry with who was it? The Revival.
The Revival.
And when the night that like
the Revival ends up getting called up,
right? And so basically, Tommaso and it was AOP where the heel turn happened, right? The authors. I think so. It was that ladder match.
Yeah,
right?
It was a yep.
So they had this beautiful ladder match.
I was trying to think of who the authors of pain were to begin with. So I was like, yeah.
They were so dope in NXT. They come up to the main roster and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Dude, they've ruined. Dude, anybody who's been called up this last generation
there are
of
exceptions
call-ups
to that rule, though.
Mustafa Ali.
You're right.
No, Mustafa Ali was a
he was just in the Cruiserweight
Classic.
He wasn't in NXT as far as I know.
Yo, I called that shit a year ago.
You're right. But basically, if you've seen any heel turn, to this day, I would think the greatest heel turn is probably what, Hogan, Bash at the Beach.
That's overrated now, dude. I mean,
it is overrated now, but
it was good. It was the best for its time.
For me, from a personal standpoint,
the best right now is Daniel Bryan.
You think Daniel Bryan's? I think his heel turn could have been more epic, but
no, his
I like
heel
the fact
turn
that
is good,
Well,
dude.
the fact that he was in
He
the middle of a
doesn't
match.
care if you think his heel turn was
Right,
good or not.
right.
Like,
Well, in the middle of a match, he kicks.
all he cares
kicks
about is
fucking
your
AJ in
emission, like the
nuts.
emissions you give out, and the fact that you're not recycling.
Right, like I like that he kicked AJ in the nuts and then just gets a crazy look on his face, like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna win the title." Then he hits him with that running knee and gets a 3, and I was like, "What a dick!"
Yeah,
But
and
Tommaso's
he did it good.
Tommaso's heel turn was great because if you've watched any WWE event, basically at the end of the show, you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner they have like their little copyright logo that shows you like, "Oh, this is the end of the show. Here's our credits," basically. So DIY's in the ring. And they just stand up and they get a standing ovation after losing this match against the Authors of Pain, right? And you're like, I remember that day vividly. I was like, oh, this is the heel turn. And then they hugged in the ring, and I was like, here it comes, here it comes. And they didn't. Nothing happened. And they're walking with each other up
That's
the ramp.
right, up the ramp.
And then they put the little logo on the screen that they're going off air. So you're like, oh, I guess it's not happening. And then all of a sudden, like, they're arm in arm like this, right? And Tommaso just looks at him and says, "I'm sorry," and turns around and throws him into the fucking
the stage thing. Yeah,
the stage LED board.
Yeah,
beats the shit out of him and then hits like his white noise bomb off the sage through a table. And the great thing is they got the shot of Tommaso sitting on top of the stage, and all these hands are dealing with Gargano like helping him, and they just got the shot of fucking basically you see Tommaso here and Gargano being dealt with here, and it's just him standing there going. And it was fucking gorgeous.
And then it goes off.
The whole time I was just like, boo, you fucking dick.
It was good. It was a very good heel turn. And it shows that the company that runs NXT is WWE, and they have the ability to have amazing storylines.
And you know, I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I wanted to talk with you about this.
Oh.
I feel like the only thing that's truly missing from WWE's main roster is emotion. Good fucking emotion, like making you feel something for what you're watching. But they make everything so goddamn boring because that's what Vince is enjoying right now, and it's literally irritating to watch.
I don't think Vince has anything to do with what's going on anymore.
It's just
I think it's happened. I think the change happened, and no one noticed. And he even came out and like said that something's gonna come out and change, and the change is him stepping away to begin with, and now it's the McMahons, and when it's the McMahons and this and that, it's Stephanie, Triple H, and Shane that are basically running everything now, as opposed to Vince. Vince doesn't have the say anymore that you think, and
if that's the case though, because like I look at. Like, I know a lot of people shit on Triple H.
And not only that, Triple H has even said it. He's like, there are too many dogs and not enough bones.
You're right. You are so right. But the problem a lot of people have with the main roster is like when you look at NXT. So like for instance, actually, like you look at like a takeover to a pay-per-view. When you're watching a takeover, it's usually 4 or 5 matches. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours long. It's just match after match after match, maybe a few promos here and there, but the show just fucking flows. But then all of a sudden, WWE wants to make every single fucking pay-per-view 4.5 hours. And you're watching that just like, this is just dragging. But I'm like, but I'll watch a Wrestle Kingdom that's like 5 hours long, and somehow that shit just flows by faster than a Raw, and I'm like, how? Oh, it's because they fucking
different.
make you feel emotion.
No, it's different. No, it's because it's different.
It's not overproduced, first of all. Secondly, WWE's product, like I said, the only thing that's truly missing, they have the talent. They have the talent. The problem is the storytelling and the lack of fucking emotion. To where you have interview bots running around. They just paid tribute to Mean Gene Okerlund, God rest his soul, but he was the greatest interviewer of all time. You don't see anybody like that anymore, where you see people fucking like interacting with someone off camera or actually playing off the person that they're interviewing. It's just like interview bot, like, you won match, how you feel? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking annoying to watch.
Is interview bot a term that's used a lot on like wrestling message boards?
I don't read message boards.
Oh, I'd never heard the term interview bot.
That's what I describe them as. Is because okay, I was raised in an era just like you were. We used to watch wrestling back in the day, where like an interviewer, like when you had Mean Gene Okerlund interviewing someone, you know, if Hogan was in his prime now, he doesn't have a, well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene, because they don't even mention the name. Like, I think one of them's name is Dasha.
Well, look, who was the last one to do that?
The last like interviewer to do that?
It was The Rock and Michael
Coach.
Cole. Michael Cole.
Michael Cole and
then look where Michael Cole is now.
The voice of WWE.
He is the voice of WWE. He has been since like for basically like 20 years now, dude. He's
right.
the voice. Whether you put air quotes up or this and that, he's still
here's
the
my whole
fucking
thing.
voice, and he has been for 20 years.
And the problem is, I enjoy Michael Cole when he's not fucking overproduced. When he's just out there doing, like, when you watch like the Cruiserweight Classic, the original one, and you watch like the UK tournament.
Do you get complaints at your job?
Do I get complaints at my job?
Yeah, like have
I
you
get
ever
a
heard like
ton.
you ever
That's
heard
usually about the
complaints?
automated system though.
Have you ever heard complaints from your job and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the exact same thing that us wrestling fans do with wrestling.
Except for with my job where I work now, we actually do something about those complaints.
And you know what? The WWE does do that, but the thing is
they take 3.5 years to do it, but they do it.
But the only reason why is because it's not an easy transition to just make stuff happen on a whim because, you know, fans aren't really liking the way, because look, the way that WWE works is it works on a stockholder like
I know,
they're publicly traded, so if things are really going to change, it's going to go through the stockholders first.
Right. Here's my whole thing with the stockholders. You can make money and still put a good product out there. The problem that I have with WWE is that no matter if they keep putting out a shitty product, they're still making their money. So it really doesn't matter what you or me or anybody else says at the end of the fucking day.
What was the last WWE piece of merchandise you've ever bought?
That I've ever purchased?
Like the last piece. How recent was it?
It was a Kevin Owens shirt on my birthday 5 years ago.
That was the last piece?
That was the last one that I actually went out and purchased, unless you want to count the fucking WWE Network. That's it.
Okay.
They have not given me a reason to purchase anything from them.
For every one of you, there are 3 of them.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, and 3 of them could care less if Hulk Hogan was running the company.
Right.
Can you see what I'm saying? Like,
no,
this monster is already
saying.
there. It's a merchandise fucking pusher. Like, all
Right.
they have to do is put people on the product, and they can print basically they can print money at their whim.
Here's what my issue is a lot with like like, you can't build superstars booking them the way that this company does. Do you know what I mean? You remember back in the day we used to watch Raw, and they would, of course, it was
do you
different.
think it's the
Hold on,
booking, or do you think it's the writing?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Here's my problem, okay? Like,
Is it the booking
Styles
or the
and
writing?
Nakamura at WrestleMania. People, obviously that was the problem with the fans overthinking, like, oh my God, they had a Wrestle Kingdom match that was amazing. WWE was clearly going to be different. But then they go out there and they worked like, eh. And it was just
That
like...
match was a fucking 5-star match, WWE terms.
In WWE terms, and it was just, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not one to be like, oh, I need to see a bunch of high spots. Just tell me a good fucking story.
Here's the thing: is in 5 years when Nakamura returns and he just returns with an insane low blow, like, you're gonna be like, oh my God, he's back doing. He's a nut puncher again, and then he's gonna.
I fucking hated that shit, dude.
But you're gonna mark out when it happens
cheap
again.
heat. It's cheap heat.
You're gonna mark. Tell me you're not gonna mark
I'm
out
not.
when he comes back 5 years. No, you're not, because I just told you would.
No, dude.
If it was to happen organically,
No,
you would have been like, oh my God, I fucking love it. Nakamura's the shit. Let's buy a bunch of product.
My problem watching this product is, like, I don't feel anything when I'm watching the main roster. And that's a problem. Because I remember back when I was younger, and it could be like, oh, you're looking at it from younger eyes. But even going back and watching a lot of the Attitude Era now, granted, there was a lot of shit in the Attitude Era. I'm willing to say that. There was a lot of shit. But when
it was
comes
85% shit.
It was 85% shit. But when it comes to storytelling, the layered storytelling is what I like. Like, this guy could have a problem with this guy because challenger versus champion, but champion could also have issues from these different guys over here. I miss fucking championships in WWE meaning something.
You miss Vince Russo.
I don't miss Russo. Let's just put it on a pole match, brother.
Why not?
I don't know. Judy Bagwell on a pole. Nothing further.
Now
Your
that
mom
you're
on a pole.
It was Buff Bagwell's mom on a pole.
Yeah, Buff Bagwell's mom on a
no
pole.
shit?
Yeah, yeah. That was an actual match.
Oh man,
Google that shit. Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
But she wasn't on a pole. She was on a fucking a forklift.
Yeah.
That was raised all the way
raised
up.
up.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, just put it on a pole, brother.
Josh is
He's GTSing, bro.
yeah, he's GTS.
Googling that shit. Yeah.
holy shit! First thing that comes up. Oh my god, that's
Judy
fucking
Bagwell on a
hilarious.
forklift.
The internet's amazing.
You're right.
But fuck, dude, that's nuts.
Speaking of amazing, have you seen this video of this chick like losing her shit at a Target, yelling racial slurs and shit?
Yes, I have. That's old, actually.
I know
that,
it's old.
I seen that like a year and a half ago.
I know it's old as
the
fuck.
Newest
I just saw
shit,
it recently.
The newest shit. Did you see this dude who fucking banned like these 4 teenagers from a Kroger because they were black and they had he claimed that they were shoplifting. He called the cops on them. They had a receipt and then he still had them banned from the store.
What? Where was this at?
I don't know, Florida.
Only in Florida, right?
But yeah, dude, I was like, that is fucked
That's
up.
fucking hilarious.
And then this dude, okay, so the mom shows up because, you know, one of the kids called the mom, like, hey, they called the cops on us.
Yeah.
And they're sticking around because, you know, they went to go buy snacks. They went to go buy fucking Oreo bites, hot Cheetos, and shit like that, you know? Fucking stoner
So they
kids.
were just fucking high as fuck.
Yeah, and they went to go get shit, and they got accused of shoplifting. And when the cops showed up, the cops didn't find anything. They produced a receipt for everything they purchased, and the manager still wanted to get them on trespassing charges.
At that point, that's just a manager trying to get a win.
So the mom
There's a
comes
lot of
over.
that
The mom comes over and she's like, "These are all my cubs. These are all my cubs."
Yeah.
You know, and she's like filming and she's like, this man over here is saying that you know my cubs are shoplifting, blah 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 blah. You know, and as she starts calling him out on racial profiling and this and that, and he gets upset and he starts trying to cover his face and takes off his name tag. And as he goes over to sign what the cops, you know, have to issue the fucking no trespass shit. So he goes over to sign it, and she's like, "Look at this racist dude," blah blah blah. And he gets a little upset. And he starts trying to defend himself, and he's like, he's like, "I don't like to be called names. I'm not racist," you know. And I'm like, dude,
I'm like, you racially profiled, and then that's like Trump being like, all Mexicans are rapists, and going, but I love the brown people.
But he's building a wall, like,
right,
dude. I don't want to get into it. We're not talking topics, or we're not talking politics, because politics blow right now. It fucking blows.
We've been over this, Hamil. You don't talk about religion or politics in front of polite company.
I know. I'm not doing it.
Politics does pro wrestling better than pro wrestling.
You know what? We're gonna be right back. We'll get started here soon, and I hope you have regular bowel movements, because that's a problem for me.
Regular bowel movements.
Get that Jenny Shandling group yogurt.
All right, guys, we're just chilling now.
All right, it's chill time.
Yeah.
Welcome to the after party.
It's chill time.
It's chill time.
Me, Josh, Stu,
It's good.
and Stu and I are gonna have a show coming up. He never gave me an answer to what day the show's gonna happen, but yeah, guys.
We'll talk about it.
Give him a day, Stu.
Yeah, give me a day,
I'm
Stu.
not gonna sleep until you give him a day.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
want
give
this
me a
to
day.
happen so bad. You have no idea what I have mentally writing on this, emotionally.
I'll tell you right now. I'm available literally every day till 2 o'clock. And I work at home now. So if I were to come over here to the studios,
Do you work off a laptop or a PC?
an actual PC.
Oh, nice. Did they give it to you?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's nice. I sit there, have my hookah,
Did
have
you
some scotch.
did you download Steam on there yet?
No.
You should download Steam on there.
I want to, but they monitor that shit.
Do they really?
They really do.
That's garbage.
It is trash.
That's stupid.
but
Couldn't you get like some sort of like
dude, I want to put Steam on it so bad. But the problem is
How good are their
tower-
How good are their IT? Like, could they
Their IT is trash, bro.
could they detect the fact that you built a wall up and now you're using half of their fucking memory just so you could play Steam?
Probably not. I don't think their IT is that good.
What? What? It's all about building walls now, and you can build. What?
Oh,
No,
I
no,
know,
they're
I
called
know.
partitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you gotta do is download Minecraft and just build walls. That's how it works.
Someone should have. That's probably what he was doing, because he does have a son who probably did play that back then.
What? Who?
The president,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Fucking his son
It's so
was
easy.
playing Minecraft.
My
and he's
son
like,
can
"Let's
do
build a
it."
wall."
My son can do it.
We're gonna build a great wall. We're gonna build the greatest wall, based off this wall.
Based off the wall my son built.
No one can hear.
Let me tell you about this well, okay? It's the most wonderful well you've ever heard of. It's got the greatest well. People you've never heard of probably told you it was the greatest thing ever. They weren't lying, because it is the most wonderful thing ever. Tremendous well. Tremendous, tremendous well. My son built it on a thing called Minecraft. I don't know what that is. Sounds tremendous. I'm gonna put money into it.
Born into the world to let the blind.
All right. What the fuck's doing? This dude. All right, let's change the music up. What the
All
fuck?
right.
Is this already playing? Was I playing two types of music over each other? I don't know what the fuck
Probably. I
is
don't know.
happening. No, this is paused, right?
No, that's going.
I don't hear anything. I guess they meshed up.
Yeah.
Is that article you sent me, the fucking Red Dead Online Battle Royale? Is that an early April Fool's joke?
I wish it was, right?
That's fucking ridiculous, bro.
I wish it was.
I'm so disappointed.
Red Dead Redemption
I'm really
2
fucking
is going
disappointed.
to have a battle royale mode.
That's
You pick up guns on the way to like a gold shaft or something.
Have either of you played it yet?
No.
I heard it was gorgeous.
we're too deep into Destiny right now.
I'm playing Destiny
as well.
like a motherfucker. I downloaded
What the
shit
fuck?
on my phone.
You're playing Destiny right now, Stu? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Motherfucker.
Let's start a fucking fire team. Look, I got a PlayStation 4 right there.
Yeah.
He's got a PlayStation 4. And
Yeah,
then
bro.
Stu's going to be like, I play on Xbox.
Negative. I have a PlayStation 4, bro.
Oh, wait, you got a
Fuck yeah,
PC
he's
from
got
work.
God of War. You gotta let me borrow God of War, by the way. You gotta let me borrow that shit, man.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
What is?
All right. We gotta
What is? What
God
is?
of War.
Oh, God of War. Okay.
We gotta
Gorgeous.
It's an okay game.
Yeah. We haven't even played it, yo.
I already played it. I watched a whole playthrough. I already know what's up.
First of all,
You've watched a playthrough without me. How dare you?
Yeah, I know. I watched
How
the
dare
playthrough.
you? I'm personally offended him right now.
It wasn't that good, though.
First of all, you shut your face. Secondly, I started replaying through it recently, and I started finding out things that were fucking great. There's a scene where you're crawling through this tunnel with Atreus, and you're having a conversation with him, and you get interrupted by an elf. Apparently, I thought, okay, maybe that's just put there as like, you know, games like the way it's scripting and everything. Maybe they actually pause at a certain spot, and they get there, and oh, it's supposed to interrupt. No, if you literally stop before that point, they literally finish their conversation. So it's like the elf actually interrupted them. It is so realistic in the sense of like just the character building in there, the charmingness of the kid, the grittiness of Kratos, but also fucking determining whether or not he wants to be a loving father or a fucking trained Spartan. It's fucking great, Ham. You shut your filthy whore mouth.
I don't know. We'll talk about
Stu,
that.
it sounded like you worked through some daddy issues with playing through that game. No, that's great. I'm glad you reached the breakthrough, and it makes me want to play it even more.
Dubs, if I didn't love your beard, I'd super kick the shit out of you right now.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Thank you for being
Kisses,
here.
y'all.
What the fuck? That was awesome.